Good morning. So the other day I was at a restaurant and striking up a conversation with the waitress because it was a little slow on a Friday night. I think it was Friday night. And anyways, we made a comment about it, and she had said something about, when it's busy, she prefers it when it's busy because it makes the time go by faster. And I thought about that afterwards, and I'm like, how many times have I said that, right? How many times have I heard other people say that? Time go by faster. This notion of, being bored or being still or being whatever, doing something monotonous and wanting the time to go by faster. And I talk an awful lot about mindfulness and being in the present moment, and it's just interesting how our culture kind of wants the time to fly, and then at the same time when we get older we're like, oh boy, time's going by so fast. And even though I say that, they say, time flies when you're having fun, yada, yada, yada. But again, being mindful and being in the present moment is doing just that, regardless of if you're having fun, if it's boring, and how difficult and how challenging it is for a lot of us to do that, right? To actually be in the present moment and be aware and observe everything that's going on. Another thing that that came up to my mind is this thing on observing, right? We see, but we don't really observe. And how many times do we go by the same street, the same houses, and not even notice any changes, differences, or what have you, until someone else brings it up, and then you're like, oh, was that always there? Was that always like that? I didn't even notice. You go by it every day, and you have for the past year, 5 years or whatever. So it's just interesting. I'm not judging it, not saying, whatever it is, but I feel like this whole mindfulness and being in the present moment skill that I've been practicing and utilizing is making actually me more aware of the fact how little I use it, or how little I have noticed in the past, and just reminding me, and I hope to remind you, that living in the present moment actually trains your brain, to slow down, to pause, to think about things, so that we're not making these impulsive decisions, these poor decisions in our lives, right? And so training the brain to slow down, to be in the moment, regardless of whether you're having a good time, whether it's boring, probably especially if it's boring, because that's where the challenge is, and that's where we really need to develop the skill a little bit more, so that our brains don't kick into automatic just when we're feeling uncomfortable. And that's the thing, when we're feeling uncomfortable, when we're feeling intense emotions, that's when we tend to not be mindful, and that's when we make impulsive and poor choices. So it's about practicing being mindful in the present moment, even when you're bored, even when you're at work and you're doing something, maybe, I'm not saying that your work is unpleasurable, but at that moment it may be. I know every task that I do at work is not exciting, so just remind you to try to practice being in the present moment, regardless of what the day looks like. No need to rush. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get to the final destination. There is no race. We're all gonna get there. So anyway, I hope this helps you. I hope you have a wonderful day. Remember to let the people that you love know that you love them. Send them that text. Give them a call. Give them a great big hug every chance you get. Live your life enthusiastically. Live your life in the present moment. And until next time, guys, stay blessed. Peace.